He completes it to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions add on to their lead. From the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Seth Roberts, 72 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Carr. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Off-play action. Stafford looking downfield for Joe. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Stafford. A deep ball for Ellington. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Go Chiefs! 694!
On play action, it's Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, Carr. It's caught. Nelson. First down, Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Big 20, big 20. Ready. Light. Back 54.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Give me radar. Hey, go here. Hey, take 2 right there. Hey, take 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Hey, tag 32! Tag 32!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
21! Hey, tag 50 left! 32!
Back to throw, Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
White. Hey, red. Hey, go here.
Now Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now, you waiting?
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Carr now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 30. Yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We're good.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
We're rolling. Hey. 22, 21.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. Marvin Jones, the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, 22! Hey, give me your radar. 4 down.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
We're rolling. Hey. 21. Clock it. 22. 32.
Here's Stafford. And he will get in to make it 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, gone. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Devon Kennard coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
DC.
Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. On first down, it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Goff now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
66.
To throw on second down is gone. This will be caught just inside the 10. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Here we go. Hey, 76. 76.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Devon Kennard in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 83 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
Hey, go here! Hey, 22! Zebra! Keep it there.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. On 1st and 10, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air again. Gone. Throw left side complete. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo. And they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Goff again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Hey, 22! Hey, takes 2 right there.
After the interception, here's Stanford. And this one is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go here. Jumbo, jumbo. Jumbo, jumbo. Go, go, go. Big 20, big 20. Hey, 22. Tag 57, ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Go here. Yeah, 4 down, tag 53. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, 22. 11. Like 7. Middle.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. The left side completion to Jones. Give him 30 yards there. Stafford now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10.
Tag 55. Hey, 22. Check nickel. Ready. Tag 50.
From the gun, here's Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action.
They go here. White. 21. Hey, alert it.
To the air again, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. Third down here. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, tag 50 left. 10.
Again, it's Stafford. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
Red. Hey, go here. Tag 55.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Going for and got his man complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and it certainly applies here for them. But guess what?
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A little 360. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they start the second half with Johnson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Go here. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. LeGarrette Blount. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount, 69 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a two-point conversion.
Hey, 22. Ready. Jumbo. Set. 22. Hey, take it.
Back to throw, Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
14.
From the gun, here's Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
Starting left here. Hard ball.
On 2nd and 10, Goff over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Whirl it.
Now Goff on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
14. 20. 11.
Again, Goff. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Like 7. Hey, give me that. I need it. It's a big truck right there. Hey, tag 32. Tag 32. Hey, 4 down. Tag 53. Hey, red.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, 22. Ready. Hey, next 2. 2 of those 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Johnson jostles free, and they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Zebra! Omaha tonight!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Red! 22! 11. Hey, we're good. Tag 53. Here we go.
From the 50, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 30 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
40 got. Hey. Light. Zebra. Hey, give me radar. Hey, alert it.
Now Stafford. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw is gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. Oh, he slipped right by him. And they will finally get him as he's all the way